Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Swati welcoming you in the global online platform. In today's session, we are targeting actually 1000 MCQs of the commerce and the management, and here we will cover all full syllabus of the commerce, okay, and the management. And here we are taking the 50 MCQs every day, and this is a part one, and these 50 MCQs we are taking with a super fast revision. And here you will build your concept from the basic to the advanced level with the help of the PYQs and the most expected MCQs. Okay, so without delay, let's start. Yes, before that I will going to tell you about the announcement is here, that is our new session will be started from the Monday, that is 3rd of the May. Yes, and here you will get complete course of the commerce and management, daily live lectures, recorded lectures, complete syllabus note, syllabus mock test for more than 4000 MCQ series, PYQs with an explanation. Here you will get complete paper one is free of cost if you register for you for the paper 2. Okay, and if you want to register, the global online provide you 20% discount. So in this amount, 8,000 rupees, you will register yourself for the paper 2. The paper 1 is free of cost for you. And for additional discount, if you want, so get a contact, the contact number is given in your screen. Just get in touch with this contact number. Okay, so next, how to download the global online. So here is the go to Google Play Store. After that, search the global online, install it, and after that, register with your register number and go to my course and search the whatever the course do you want and make a registration. And after that, once you register, the all the documents, all the materials is given in the proper PDF format. Okay, and the in the material in the proper folder. Okay, actually, and the unit wise folder is given, so you will get all the your reading materials and the videos in a very systematic manner is provided in the app. Okay, so let's start with our first question. Yes, the time duration of the fourth 5-year plan in our country was. So the question is about it's a plan 5-year plan. Fourth 5-year plan. Okay, so 5-year plan is now is not in exist. So the Niti Ayog is working. Okay, and this is a body body of corporation and think tank body, and here this is a 5-year plan. The duration of the fourth 5-year plan is asking. So here, the duration of the fourth prior plan. First of all, I will tell you about the answer. That is option number B. Yes, B, that is 1969 and to 1974. So here I'm not reading the options because it is a factual question. If I'm reading, so I'm just wasting the time, because that's why I'm just giving the answer over here, because 50 questions is our target for the today, and the next day they again 50 questions. So I'm just taking the questions as fast as possible. Okay, so here just focus on the question. That is the first year plan, first 5-year plan is started from the 1951 to 56. Okay, the second 5-year plan you have to write make a notes. Okay, then the 56 to 61. Okay, and the third 5-year plan is 61. Okay, 61 to, here you can see there is a 5 years difference. Okay, 61 to 66, and after that from the 66 to 69. So this is not 5-year plan, it's actually it's a plan holiday. It's a plan holiday because the Rashtrapati something there is an what I'm not recalling it right now. I will tell you later once I recall it. Okay. And the fourth one, that is the fourth one, that is 1969 to 74. And after that, the fifth 5-year plan is started from the 1974 to 78. 74 to 78, and after that the ruling plan, here is you can see there is an only 4 years, 54 to 40, 74 to 78. So here what is happening here, that is the government has changed, so that's why there is an before that there is a Congress party is a here in this duration. After that in middle the I think BJP. Okay, BJP is come, so they want to discontinue it, the planning work, because they are against from this. Okay, so the sixth, this is a rolling plan over here, that is 1978 to 1980. Okay, then the sixth 5-year plan comes, that is 1980 to 1985. Okay, and after that, seventh 5-year plan, that is in 1985 to 1985 to 1990. Clear? Okay. And after the, from the 1990 to 1992, okay, there is another gap between, that is called as annual plan. Okay, so here this is an also important, that is in 1990 to 1992 there is an annual plan gap, and is a plan holiday in 1966 to 1969, and there is a rolling plan in 1978 to 1980. Clear? And after that, after annual plan, that is in 1992, the 8 5-year plan is come. 8 5-year plan from the 1992 to 1997, and ninth 5-year plan 1997 to 2002, and the 10th 5-year plan, that is from the 2002 to 2007, and then the 8th 5-year plan, the 11th 5-year plan, that is the 2007 to 2012, and after that the 12th 5-year plan is that is 2012 to 2017, but in between the 2014, the again the BJP is elected as a center from the center, so they again they stop the 5-year plan in the 2014. Okay, so this is a 5-year plan. Okay, we started from the 1951 to 56. Okay, yes. So fourth 5-year plan is, where is fourth 5-year plan? Yes, this is, so 1969 to 74. Clear? Next, prime object of economic activity. So what is the prime objective of economics activity is given, that is a statement political advantages, environmental improvement, profit earning, social development. So what is the prime objective of economic activity? What is economic activity? Economic activity where you earn something. Okay, where you earn something. The main purpose of any economic activity is earning profit. If the profit is missing in the transaction, then it cannot be considered as an economic activity. So the option number C is right. Okay, that is profit earning. After that, the life expectancy is a term is used for. Okay, life expectancy is terms is used for which the standard of living, poverty, income, or age. So what is the life expectancy? You know that a life is related to, is it related to your standard, is it related to poverty, income, or age? So the option right is age. Okay, the life expectancy means it's a number of the year a person can expect to live. Okay, that is a life expectancy. Okay, yeah, I know this is a very basic questions, but most of the time what is happening, that these kinds of questions, if they ask in the question paper, so we will get confused in this question. Okay, because we are habited to solve the difficult types of questions, so we are getting confused in this types of questions. That's why I'm starting from the basic to advance in every video. Okay, so let's start the next question, that is mixed economics is termed as a coexistence of. Option number 1, public-private corporation sector. Option number B, public and cooperative sector. And C, private and joint sector, agriculture and industrial sector. So what is a mixed economy? Okay, we are living in a mixed economics. So what is a mixed economics? So that is where the public, private, and the cooperative sector works together or exist together. Not works, so exist together. That is a mixed economics. So the option number 1 is right over here. Clear? Next, which of the following is not a market environmental issue? Option number 1, customer analysis. Option number 2, market intermediaries analysis. Option number C, environmental protection analysis. Option number D, competitor analysis. So which is not a market environmental issue? So you know that customer analysis is a market market environmental issue. Okay, you know that, first of all, that is the market intermediary analysis. So we are intermediaries like the manufacturer, the and the to wholesaler. Okay, the what are the intermediaries is involved from the manufacturer, from the producer till the customer. Okay, so these are also involved in the market environment. Yes, ma'am. After that, the competitor analysis. Yes, ma'am, because without analyzing the competitor, we cannot stay in the market. Okay, and the environmental protection. If environmental protection analysis, it's not directly related to marketing environment issue. Okay, so the environmental protection analysis is solely related to environment. Okay, the rest issue are related to the business and the market environment. Okay, so the option number C is right. Clear? Next, the dispute redressal machine is a dash tire in Consumer Protection Act. Okay, dispute redressal mechanism is a dash tired in Consumer Protection Act. So you see, it is a factual question again. So it is a third tire. What is it? Third tire in consumer. What is dispute redressal mechanism? What is dispute redressal mechanism? Is a third tire in Consumer Protection Act. Okay, so here in this series, we are I'm taking the factual question. I'm focusing on the factual question, because most of the time we are correctly marked the conceptual question because we linked it. But what happened with the factual question? There is a specific answer for this question. So if you are not there is a less chance of you're predicting the question with your concept. Okay, so here the concept is not working, just your whatever it is have. Okay, so now the next question, which of the following was a privatized first? Okay, privatized first. Which of the following was privatized first? MTNL. Option number B, modern food industry. BSNL, Bharat Animal Corporation Limited. So what is it? And this is again a factual question. What is what a privatized first? So here the right answer is option number B, that is modern food industry. This industry was set up. It's set up in 1965. Okay, as a modern bakery. You know what? What is modern bakery? Okay, in India, and owned by the government of India. And here, yes, this is MF. It's also called as MFIL. That means Modern Food Industrial Limited. Clear? And was wholly owned, central government owned public service utility unit. Okay, and in February 2000, as a part of a disinvestment program, the government of India sold this to whom? To this sold the government of India to Hindustan Limited, at Hindustan Lever Limited. Okay, clear? Now, so option number B is right answer here. That is the first privatized. Okay. Next, Tendulkar committee is concerned with poverty estimate, cricket, export promotion, or the fiscal policy reform. Again, this is a quite factual question. The Tendulkar committee is concerned with the poverty estimation. Is not related. If you listen this, if you're yeah, when you listen the Tendulkar word, so it's related to cricket. No, there is no cricket in our commerce. Okay, so Tendulkar committee is concerned with the poverty estimate. Clear? So then this committee was appointed on the poverty estimate. The Suresh, the name of him, that is Suresh Tendulkar, is the chairman. He is a chairman. Okay, he is the chairman of the Tendulkar committee, and this committee was established in 2005. When 2005, this is an again important fact, that is when the Tendulkar committee was established in the 2005 for what? Poverty estimate. Clear? Now, FEMA was a FEMA was implemented in the year dash in the India. FEMA, okay. FEMA was FEMA, full form of the FEMA is Foreign Exchange Management Act. Okay, Foreign Exchange Management Act is was implemented in the year dash in the India. So when it was implemented, it was implemented in the year 2000. When? In the year 2000. And earlier, and the FEMA is establishes in the 2000, but the FEMA's earliest name was F FERA. Okay, the FERA, then the FERA is converted into FEMA in 2000. And what is the FERA's full form? FERA full form, that is a Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. Okay, so the Foreign Exchange Regulation Act is converted to the regulation, is converted to the management in 2000. What is okay, so the FEMA is implemented in 2000. Next, Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited was set up in year dash under the new telecom policy. This is here is a policy. Okay, new telecom policy. Option number 1, 1980, 2000, and 2011 and 2085. So again, the Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, okay, BSNL, okay, BSNL is set up in 2000. Clear? And the again the in 2000, but in 15th of September 2000. Okay, 15th of the September. Now the liberalization does not include liberalization of economic policy, encouragement of the competition, development of the financial market, and the major role of public sector. You know that liberalization is related to the economic policy. Yes, because LPG liberalization and the growth and the privatization. This is a privatization. Okay, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Okay, so the liberalization, why the government do the liberalization? For the economic policy, for the encouraging the competition in the market, or again the development of the financial market also. If the competition is developed, okay, so the develop is favorably effect to the financial market. And but the major role of public sector, no, due to liberalization, what happened? The privatization is comes into force. So that why is a major there is a less role of the private sector. So the liberalization does not include the public sector. Okay, it's include, but in a not a major role. Clear? Now, next question is a numerical question. If the sale is 8 lakh, cost of sale is 4,80,000, indirect expenses is 1,20,000, then the net profit ratio. So, first of all, we have to calculate the net profit. Once we calculate net profit, after that we calculate a net profit ratio. And what is the formula of the net profit ratio? Net profit ratio is equals to net profit divided by sell. Clear? So how do we calculate the net profit? Net profit 8 lakh. In the 8 lakh, we reduce our cost of sale 4,80,000. Okay, and we also reduce the indirect expenses, that is a 2 lakh. 2 lakh, and after that we will get from the 8 lakh we reduce it, so we will get 3 lakh 20,000 and minus 2 lakh, so it will be, the answer is 6 lakhs and minus 4 lakh 80,000. Okay, minus 2 lakh 1 lakh 20,000. Oh, this is the 8 lakh and uh 4 lakh 80,000. Sorry, this is 1 lakh. Oh, sorry. This is 1 lakh 20,000. Yeah, this is 1 lakh 20,000. So answer will be 2 lakh. Okay. Answer will be 2 lakh. And this is a net profit divided by sale. That is 8 lakh. Okay. This sale 8 lakh. That is 8 lakh. We have to divide it and we will get near about 25%. Okay. This is multiplied by 100 because if we want a ratio. Okay. So this is 25%. Option number C is right over here. Clear? Now next question. Idle current ratio is. What is idle current ratio? This is again factual question. Option number B, the ideal current ratio. That means current ratio's formula is current asset divided by current liability. So what is idle ratio? We have to be current assets is greater than the current liability. That means 2:1. So the option number 2 is right. Okay. Then the ideal asset ratio. What is ideal acid ratio? Acid ratio means a quick ratio. Okay. Or the weak quick ratio or acid ratio. So from the current asset, for when we deduct the stock or we will deduct the prepaid expenses, so we will get a liquid asset. What we get? Liquid asset. From that liquid asset, we deduct our current liability, and in that condition, we will get a acid acid ratio. Okay. So at acid ratio must be 1:1. Okay. It must be 1:, that is ideal. This is the ideal ratio. If it is will be greater than this ratio, that means it 2:1. That means it adversely affect to the company. Okay, adversely affect to the company. If it is 1/2, then again it's adversely affect to the company. It must be 1:2. Clear? Okay. Okay, is it when it is greater than, okay, sorry, this is the, if it is greater 2:1, in that case it is a favorably affect the company, or in case of 1:2, it is adversely affect to the company. Clear? Then again the numerical question, that is a current asset. The 2 years data is given. Okay, 2014 2015. The current asset is 5 lakh. Okay, and in 2015 is a 3,20,000. Okay, then the current liability is 3,60,000 and the 4 lakhs. So the decrease in working capital. So what is the formula of the working capital? That means current asset minus the current liability, ma'am. So here we have to calculate one by one. Either we calculate combinedly, just we can do, we take a difference. Simply we take a difference. That is what is the difference of this? That is a 5 lakh. 5 lakh. Here we simply do what is the current asset difference? That is 5 lakh minus 3,20,000. Okay, and from this we deduct the current liability, that is from the 4 lakh we reduce the 3,60,000. Okay, so from the 5 lakh, when we reduce the 3,20,000, so we will get 1,80,000. Okay, and from 4 lakh we reduce the 3,60,000, we also get a 40,000. And from the that, when we'll reduce the the amount, so in that case we will, no, here is an adverse effect. We missed it. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, wrongly I write over here. That is from the 3,60,000 minus 4 lakh. Okay, so here is a minus sign. So here is also minus sign. So that's why 1,80,000 minus minus plus. So 40 lakh. So here is a 2,20,000. Okay, don't miss out this ratio, or write it proper, like what is the current year minus previous year minus previous year minus current year. Okay, current year. Okay, so here is answer is option number 2. Clear? Now next question, that is Working capital of the previous year and the current year is 50,000. Actually this question we will take later. Okay. No, this is actually this is a homework question for you. This is a homework question for you. Okay, the working capital of the previous year and the this is a really simple. That is working capital of the previous year is given and the current year is 50,000 and 60,000. That is working capital difference is given and the amount of the change in working capital will be. What is the amount of the working capital is changed? You know that there is an 50 and the 60. It's a simple question. This is a really simple question. Okay. So you have to answer me in the comment box. Okay. What will the answer of the question number 16? Okay. You just take a difference of that. But it is a question for you. It is increasing or decreasing. Okay. Then, yes, question number 17. According to Dash, a plan is a trap lead to capture the future. Okay. So here, according to Dash, he said that a plan is a trap lead to capture the future. So what we do, we set a plan for what to trap the or capture the future. We are setting our future plan. So who said this statement? Who said this statement is by the Harley or the Newman or the Terry or the Allen. So the Allen is a person who said that a plan is a trap laid to capture the future is said by the Allen. Clear? Yes. Now the BIFR was established on the basis of the recommendation of the Dash Committee. Goswami and Manmohan Singh, Rangarajan Committee or the Tiwari. So the first of all, what is the full form of a BIFR? So the full form of BIFR, that is a board. The board for Board for Industrial Financial, F for Financial Reconstruction. Okay, so board for the industrial financial reconstruction, and this was a developed financial institution under the ownership of Ministry of Finance, Government of India. Okay, and this was set up in the January 1987. This is also a factual question. You have to be write somewhere or I have to keep in your mind. Okay, this is unable because so many acts or the years of the setup of the business is given. And yes, who is set up this? Rajiv Gandhi. Who set up this? Rajiv in the Rajiv Gandhi's government. Okay, and the objective behind of this establishment was to determine the sickness of the industry. Okay, what is the sickness? Sickness of industries. Okay, so industrial companies and assets reveal those that may be shutting down the other. Clear? So in the 1st of December, okay, in the 1st of December 2016, whose government is Narendra Modi, PM, respected PM Narendra Modi ji, government dissolved this BIRF. Okay, it's actually it's not working right now. So it dissolved by the government and refer all the preceding to the, this is converted to the NCLT. The full form of NCLT, that means National, I'm writing over here, that is National Company Law Tribunal. Okay, National Company Law Tribunal is set by the set in the 1st of the December. When? In the 1st of the December 2016. Okay, and this is the provision for insolvency and bankruptcy code. So this BIR, the question is, what was the BIFR was established on the basis of recommendation. Who recommended committee? The committee who recommended it is the Tiwari committee. Who recommended? The Tiwari committee. Clear? Now, the current ratio is a 1.75 is one, that is a current ratio, is the current asset minus current liability is given. Okay, working capital is given, that is a current asset minus current liability 112,500. Okay, and the stock is given. Stock is given, that is if the stock is given, that means we have to calculate the liquid ratio, that means asset as acid test ratio. So acid test ratio formula is liquid asset, either you can current asset minus stock divided by current liability. So here, how do we calculate this? Okay. So how to calculate it? So you know that the current ratio is given here. I'm just erasing it. Okay. So the current ratio is given, that is 1.75 divided by 1, that means it is a 1.75 is equals to current asset minus current liability. Okay, so when we solve it, when we current liability is multiplied by the current asset. Okay, when we moved it with the current asset, so here is current liability is equals to current asset. Clear? Now, this is the formula of the current asset. Clear? Now this formula I am putting in the current working capital over here in the formula of the working capital. So here 1.75 CL is equals to minus CL. So here from the 1.5 we minus 1.75 current liability and the 1,12,500 from the 1,12,500. Okay, so here we want this only current liability is a multiplication, so 112,500 divided by 0.75, okay, is equals to current liability. So when we solve it, we will get current liability is equals to 1,50,000. Okay, so the current liability is 1,50,000 and we will get a current liability. So can we calculate a current asset? Okay, so we put in this formula, in this first formula, this amount. So here is 1.75 multiplied by 1,50,000. Okay, and this is the current asset. So the what is the current asset amount is? Okay, so current asset is equals to when we solved it, we will get current asset 2,62,500. Okay, we have current asset, we have current liability. Now the from the current asset 2,62,500, we less our current stock, that is 82,500, and from we divide it with the current liability 1,50,000. So after that we will, the answer will be, when we solved it, so there when we upper, that is numerator, when we deduct 2,60,500 1,82,500, so we will get 1,80,000. Okay, and here is 1,50,000, so ratio near about 1.2.1 is to 2. Okay, so this is a, so where it is, yes, so option number 1.2 is to 1, it is a right answer. Clear? Next question, budget is prepared before the production budget. So here the budget is prepared before production budget. Option number 1, that is sale. Option number 2, master. Option number 3, material and the labor. So here is talking about the budget. Which budget is prepared before the production? Before the production, which budget we prepare? Master budget? No. Why we make a master budget before the production? Material budget, labor budget? No. Before we are preparing material budget and the labor budget, we decided how much sale, how much targeted sale. So the before production budget, we decide our sales budget. Okay, so the sales budget beginning by the predicting the sale volume of the company in the future period of time, and the production budget is used data for the sale budget to calculate the number of the production of the company has to produce over the period of time. Clear? Now, define the wantlessness in the economic was given by. Who give the wantlessness this word? Who give the wantlessness this word? Okay, this is an factual question. This word is given by Marshall, J.K. Mehta, Pegu, or the Samuelson. So this word wantlessness, okay, wantlessness is given by the J.K. Mehta. So the J.K. Mehta said that that as a science which study the human behavior as a means of a end of the wantlessness. Okay, so here the JK Mehta say that you have to control your wants instead of controlling your other things. Okay, so you have to control. So it's said by the JK Mehta. So wantlessness is a JK Mehta. Then the welfare oriented definition of economic has been given by A. Marshall, Adam Smith, Robin, ACPQ. So the welfare orientation definition of economic, okay, definition of economic, the welfare orientation economic is given by the Marshall, is given by the Marshall. Clear? So what the Alfred Marshall said, these his definition give the importance. Okay, it's a view of the Alfred Marshall is that economic study all the action that people take in the order to achieve the economic welfare. Whatever the economic study you are doing, it's only and only is considered also and the welfare of the society. So the Marshall words, man earn money to get a material welfare. What he said? He said man earn money to get material welfare, to get a material welfare. So this word is also told by the Marshall. Clear? Now, in dash market condition, the demand of the commodity is completely elastic. Completely elastic means completely there is an elasticity. You can say that there is a flexibility. Okay, according to the price, according to the situation, other factors, the buyer going to be shifted from the one seller to another seller. So this is a more elasticity. That means if the price is changes, then the quantity is changes accordingly higher rate. Okay, in the higher, that is a elasticity, higher elasticity, the completely elasticity. That means here the perfect competition. Okay, and monopoly competition, imperfect competition, and the oligopoly competition. So here is the right answer is perfect competition. So demand for the commodity is perfectly competitive, market is perfectly elastic, because the such market structure entitled numerous firms and the selling homogeneous product. There are many sellers in the market, and they are selling the homogeneous product, like they are selling the mangoes all over. You can see on the whole market, you see that is there is a mango in the market. So what is happening over here? There is an, you can see there is a complete elasticity. Okay, is equals to 1. Clear? Now, next question. The support of the mixed economic. The supporter, who is a supporter of the mixed economic? So Karl Marx, Adam Smith, J.K. Keynes, and the Marshall. The supporter of the mixed economics is J.M. Keynes. Okay, J.M. Keynes is a supporter of the mixed economy. He support the mixed economy. Mixed economics means where is it is a public, private, okay, and the corporate bodies. Okay, so there is an where you can see the coordination of these existence of these companies or the market structure. So here the mixed economic is established, is there. So this concept, the mixed economic concept, is supported by the Keynes. Okay, Keynes. Now next question, the elasticity of demand is qualitative statement. Quantitative statement, both quantitative and qualitative, none of the above. So you know that elasticity of demand, you can calculate it by the elasticity is greater than 1, elasticity is less than 1, elasticity is equals to 1, elasticity is equals to 0. So this is a number, so you can quantify this. So that's why the elasticity of demand is a quantitative statement. Okay, the elasticity of, because the elasticity of demand at any price or any output is proportionate change in quantity demanded. It's in response to small change in price. Okay, small change in price, change in price is divided by proportionate change in price. Okay, the proportionate change in price. Okay, so this is the elasticity of demand. Clear? Now, limits of the Karl-Pearson correlation of the coefficient. What is the limit? You know that Karl-Pearson coefficient of the correlation is lies between the +1 to -1. Okay, so the option number A is right over here. Okay, the Karl-Pearson coefficient of the correlation defined as a linear correlation coefficient that falls in the value of the range. Yes, that is -1, +1 to -1. Okay, and here is a -1. What is show? Is show the negative correlation, and +1 show the positive. Okay, positive one. Clear? Now, next question. Oh, here is an I will write over here the question. Okay. So here, the summation of xy is equals to 40 is given, and after that the number is 100 is given, and the summation of x square is equals to 80 is given, and the summation of y square is equals to 20 is given. So what he is asking? The correlation study. So how do we calculate it? What the formula we have to use? The r is equals to, whenever the this is given or this is given, that is summation of xy. So here what we do? The summation of xy, ma'am, divided by under root. Under root of what? Summation of x square multiplied by summation of y square. Where in this, whenever this is given in your formula, we do not need the numbers. Okay, so numbers is useless when this all the given in the formula. So what is it? The summation of xy is 40. Okay, and then it is divided by summation of x square is 80 minus 20. Okay, so when we solved it, so what is it? 40. Okay, square is given. So when we undo it, we remove this. What is it? That is that 16. Okay. So 14. Hmm, 40 under root of 80 minus 20. Oh, sorry, this is a multiplication. What I'm doing? This is a 1600. Yes, this is a 40. Sorry, this is 80. I'm getting confused. 1. So 1 is answer. Sorry for that. Yes, 1 is the right answer over here. So the +1, option number C is right. Clear? Oh. So here is a formula of the rank correlation. If you are unable to see, I can write over here. A is equals to 1 minus 6 summation of d square divided by n 2 minus 1. Okay, and the second formula is given. This is B formula, that is 1 minus a summation of 6d square divided by n into n square plus 1. Okay, and yes, here C is here 1 minus 6 summation of d square divided by n. Okay, and d, that is 1 plus some 6 summation of d square n square. So what will be the right formula for the rank correlation? Okay, so the right formula for the right correlation, you have to write all the formulas in the one page and just keep in the keep in the place where you studying. Okay, so the You can learn the formula very easily. So the option number A is right over here. 1 minus, you can write this formula like this also. 1 minus 6 summation of d square divided by n cube minus n. Okay. So if in this kind also given, when we solve it, we will get n3 minus n. Okay. So the option number first is right. Now this next question, that is which of the following is not source, is not a source of secondary data. You know that newspaper, website, observation, general. So the newspaper is a primary, newspaper is not a secondary. Okay. So newspaper is a is a secondary data. Okay. Secondary, website is a secondary data. Okay. And general magazines is also a secondary data. But what is the which is not secondary, but if it is not secondary, so what it will be? It will be primary. So you know that observation, that means when you survey. Okay. So survey is a primary data. So that's why the option number C is right. Clear? Which of the following is not a valid characteristic of a normal distribution? Is not a valid characteristic of normal distribution. Normal distribution is bell shaped, asymmetric, mesocentric. Okay. So you know that the normal distribution is a bell shape. Okay, it's also mesocentric, and it is a symmetric, not asymmetric. So the option number B is right answer. For this question, that is, it's not a valid characteristic because the normal distribution is a symmetric, symmetrical in nature, and symmetric is also called as a mesocentric. Okay. Now next question. The concept of bounding rationality has been given by dash in decision making. The concept of bounded rationality has been given by dash in decision making. Dever, Dunker, Simon, Allen. So who give this concept of a bounded rationality decision making is given by the Simon. Okay, is given by the Simon. His full name is Herbert Simon. Okay, and it introduced the terms of bounded rationality. When he introduced this word in the I think 1957. Okay. And yes, and the shorthand, and it is a shorthand of the of his brief of the against the he is and he is against the neoclassical economic. Okay, neoclassical, and his call to replace the perfect rationally assumed of a homo economics with the concept of rationally tailoring to cognitive limit agents. Okay, so Samuelson is right answer over. Then the option, the question, next question, the regression coefficient x and y. So here is the formula. A is against blood. Okay, R into standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x. Then B is given R into standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y square. And the C, that is R square, is standard deviation of y divided by standard deviation of x square. And the D, that is R into standard deviation of x divided by standard deviation of y. Clear? So what will be the right answer? Okay, so regression x on y. How to read it? Not x on y. X is depend on y. So who is dependent? X is dependent and y is independent. Okay. So the independent always in the is independent person. That means he is a father, and the dependent is a son. You can remember like this. So father is a base of our is a actually the founder or the base of our family. So that's why who is independent, we will took him in the denominator. So the y, the standard deviation of y comes always in the independent variables also always comes in the denominator, and the dependent variable comes in the numerator form. Okay, and we just because of it is a regression coefficient, so that's why it's multiplied with r Okay, coefficient. So that's why option number, yes, option number D is right over here. Now, next question. If the regression coefficient are minus 0.8 and minus 0.2, the value of the correlation is. So what is the formula of the regression? Just we have looked, we have looked, that is regression coefficient is equals to under root of bxy multiplied by byx. Okay. So minus 0.8 multiplied by minus 0.2. Okay. When we solved it, so we will get a 0.4, but because this sign of this are having a minus sign, having a negative sign, that's why it's always, if the coefficient coefficient of the correlation size is having a negative sign, whatever the sign he carry, the same sign is carried by the regression coefficient. If we carry the minus sign, so answer will be minus. If we carry the plus sign, the answer will be plus. Okay, so the option number A is right over here. Now, the word regression in statistics was first used by, who firstly used the regression statistics? Yes, the option number A, Baldwin, Carl Pearson, Roberts, Galton. So the yes, the option number D, Galton used the regression, and Galton also used the coefficient of the correlation. Okay, he also used the sorry, coefficient of correlation. Okay, so Galton used both the regression and the coefficient of the correlation. Okay, they were the first used by the Galton. Clear? For the next question, for testing independence of the two attribute, which of the following test is used? Which of the following for the independence of the two attributes? For which of the following test we have to use? Z test, I test, square test, F test, and T test. So what we have used over here? We use because of the value is independent, or the word attribute is used. Okay, the word attribute is used. That's why its attribute is always, this word is always related at two attributes, is calculated in the chi-square test, because chi-test having the goodness of the fit. Goodness of fit. Okay, it's goodness of the fit. So chi-square test of the independence is used to determine if there is a significant relationship between the two nominal, what is two nominal variable, clear? Now, next, the need of the efficient profession management is high in India because first, Indian economic is developed. Second, Indian productivity efficiency is high. Goal of India is based on economic prosperity and social justice. And the D, that is, there is a full employment in the India. So the question is about that the need of efficient professional management is high in India because why we need a efficient profession in India? Why we need it? To Indian economics develop. Indian economics is comes in the category of develop? No, ma'am. The Indian productivity efficiency is high? No, ma'am. There is a full employment in economic? No, ma'am. So we have eliminate all these statement. That now the remaining is the goal of the India is a balanced economic prosperity and the social justice. That's why we need a more professional management is a high in the India. Okay, because they are more believe in social justice, they more believe in prosperity. Okay, they are not aiming that they're just earning the profit and exploiting our human beings. Okay, so they are thinking overall. That's why this one. Okay, now the next question, that is the 37th question, which is in your screen, that is dash concept is not associated with the scientific management. With the scientific management, mental, option number 1, mental evaluation, unity of the command, time and motion study, and the method study. So Scientific, this word is whenever the scientific word is used, so there is you can see the relationship, the scientific word with the mental evaluation. Yes ma'am. Then the time and motion is also related to scientific management. Methodology of the studies also. The unity of command is not a concept of, it's not a concept of okay, so the option number unity of command is not a associated with a scientific. The mental evaluation is associated with scientific, the time and motion studies associated with scientific, and the method of study. So what is now I'm explaining you what is the unity of command. First thing, the unity of command is given by the file. Who is given unity of command? File is given. A file, because an employee should receive the order from only one manager. That is, he received unity of command. That means they receive the command only from the one manager. Okay, if an employee work under the two or more manager, then the authority, discipline, and the stability are threatened. Okay, so the one person, one commander. Okay, this is the formula of the fail in the unity of the command. If they break this, if the one person command the many person, or if the one person listen from the many person, so what is happen over here? There is a threaten of the instability. There is we find a stability, and this will cause a breakdown the management structure and cause the employee to burn out. Okay. Now, the gray point communication, you know that what is the gray point communication? Is the informal communication. We know, don't need to explain it in detail. Which one of the following is not a technique? Is not a technique of classroom training. It's not a technique of a classroom training. So that lecture is a classroom training. Yes, ma'am, this is a classroom technique. Okay, then group discussion is also classroom, and the case study, real time experience. Case study is also classroom, but a real time experience. It's not related to classroom because it is outside from the classroom. So the lecture, group discussion, case study are the techniques of the classroom. That's why option number D is right for this question, because it is not a technique of a classroom teaching. Okay. Then ZBB. ZBB full form, zero base budgeting. What is it? Zero based budgeting. And was first used in, when it is used in 1962. When it is used 1962, in the country, in which country ZBB first used? Option number 1, USA, UK, Germany, and Japan. Yes, it is used in USA. And when it is used in USA at 1970. And who used it? Who used it? By the Peter Ferry. Peter Ferry. And which is an approach to make the budget for the scratch that in zero budget. That is, you have to create your budget every year from the zero. That means scratch that zero base. Okay, this means of zero base budgeting, and it is given by the, it is used in the firstly used in USA in 1970 and used by Peter Ferry. Okay. Now, pre-Ryan relationship. Pre-Ryan relationship, the leadership, pre-Ryan leadership means centralized power, distinct and responsibility, complete delegation of the authority, and less competence subordinate. So what will be the right answer? The pre-Ryan, or the pre-Ryan is also called a leaser. What is Lee? Lease fair leadership. Lease fair leadership. Okay. And this leadership involve complete delegation of authority. Okay. And here, so that a subordinate themselves take a decision. Okay, what are the subordinates over there? They can take a decision with themselves, and the free leaders avoid the power and the relinquished the leadership position. They are not follow the leadership. They do not follow the command of the leader. So this is, it is a centralized power. No, ma'am, because they are not following the power. They're shrinking the responsibility. No, ma'am, it is a complete delegation of authority and the less competent subordinate. So here it is a complete delegation of authority. It's involved the complete delegation of authority. Yes, so option number C is right over here. Clear? Now the concurrent control occur when the activity is. Concurrent control is occur when the activity is completed, being planned, still going, and none of the above. So what will be the right answer? In the concurrent, that means currently working. Okay, so currently working, that means it's a going on. Yes, so the still going on. Concurrent control is occur when the activity is going on. The process of monitoring and just adjusting the ongoing activity and the processes is known as concurrent. Okay, when the activities is going, okay, in that case, or adjusting the activities with the going or monitoring the processes, in that case, this is a concurrent control. Okay, such control not necessarily proactive. Okay, not proactive. Okay, and but they can prevent problem from being worse. They are not proactive, but they can prevent it from the going to be worse. So the concurrent control is still going on. This is an activity which is still going on. Which of the following is not an ethical conduct of the professional manager? Option number 1, listen and learn. Option number 2, non-participative decision making. Option number C, respect of the senior. And option number D, maintain the reputation of the organization. So what is it? What is the meaning? It's not ethical. Not. It's not a ethical conduct of profession. Learning and listening, it's a ethical. Okay. Then the respect of the senior, it's a ethical. Maintain the reputation in the organization. This is also ethical. Non-participative decision, it's a non-ethical. Okay, so the option number B is right. Next, which of the following is not an example of the derivative? Now this is an important. What is the example of the derivative? Which is not again, which is not an example of the derivative? Option number 1, option B, future demat swap. So you know that option is also derivative, future derivative, and the swap derivative. Demat is an account from which you will that is related to share market. Okay, so the demat is not a derivative. Clear? Then what the demat account do? It's help the investor holder share the security in the electronic format. Okay, yes, and the derivative includes the swap, future contract, and the forward contract. Clear? That is option. Yes. Now the next question, 45. Balance of the trade receivable is not affected by the following: number of employee, level of sale, number of employee, credit terms, and the collection policy. The balance of the trade receivable, you know that what is the balance of the trade is receivable is not affected by the following, is affected by the level of sale. Yes, it's affected by the level of sale. If the sale increases, then the balance of trade, the balance is going to be affected by the if the level of the sale increasing or decreasing. It's related to the credit term, is related to the collection policy, but it's not directly related to the number of the employee. Okay, so it's not affected by the number of employees. So the option number B is right for this question, because it is not affected. The word is not affected is used. Okay. Next, which of the following is not a determinant of the dividend policy? Legal provision, financial position of the shareholder, business cycle, retention policy. Again, it's not. It's not a determinant of the dividend policy. You know that legal provision is it's in the dividend policy. Okay, and a business cycle is also included in dividend policy. Retention policy is also related to is determined to the dividend policy. But what about the financial position of the shareholder? It's not the dividend policy is not depend on the financial position of the shareholder. It's the company do not want to know the financial position of the shareholder. Okay, so the dividend policy of the financial is not determined with the option number B, that is financial position of the shareholder. That is B is right also. Clear? Which one of the following is not a U-shaped curve? It's not a U-shaped curve. So which is not a U-shaped? Okay, you know that the average variable cost, average fixed cost, MC, and all of the above. Whenever the all of the above given, you have to mark it all of the above. No, not, never. Okay, so average, how the average variable cost go like this, average variable cost. Okay, and the marginal cost is also is starting from here to its cut over here, and this is a marginal cost. And what is the average fixed cost? You know that fixed cost is a fixed, okay. So it is a fixed cost, and it is a rectangular hyperbole. The fixed cost, the average fixed cost is also called as a rectangular hyperbola. Okay, so what is not a U shape? The average fixed cost is not a U shape. Now, the term person include, as per the income tax law, individual, HUF, company, all of the above. So the all of the above, because HUF, that is person, in section 727 is give the definition of the person. Section 231. So 231. In the section 231, the person's definition is given in the Income Tax Act. The person who is an individual, who is an HUF, who is a company, firm, association of the person, local authority, and the artificial judicial person is called as a person. Clear? Now the next question. Yes, again this is the PV ratio is equals to the sales minus variable cost is equal, or the PV ratio B, that is sales minus variable cost divided by sale multiplied by fixed cost, or sales minus variable cost divided by sales multiplied by 100, or the profit divided by sales multiplied by 100. So you know that the ratio is in percentage. Okay, so the PV ratio is option number C is right over here, because yes, it is a sales minus variable cost. That means it is a contribution divided by sale, but multiplied by 100. It must be multiplied by 100. Clear? Now, this is the last question. The scheming pricing. Scheming pricing is very cheap, essential, initial high pricing, or the pricing as per the market, or none of the above. So you know that the scheming pricing is, it's when it is in the initial stage, it is a high pricing. Yes, high pricing. And what is the scheming pricing? Scheming pricing is a pricing strategy at set the new product in the initial stage, having they set a price in the initial stage very high prices, and subsequently they lower them as when the competitors enter in the market. Okay, the price scheming is a opposite, and the price scheming, and the other one, that is a penetration. Penetration pricing. In this pricing, they initially set low prices. It's just opposite to the penetration is just opposite to the scheming. Okay, so penetration is best example of a Geo, because initially he is give the, now is a 5G is giving in a free of cost. After the once you are addicted with the 5G, then he charge the more amount for the 5G. So it is, yes. So thank you so much for your attention. Hope so you're enjoying this video, and we are going more and more videos from like this, and I think you are building your concept with this question, and I will take more questions by day in the high level. Okay. So thank you so much, and do prepare well for your